THQ.
I eventually had to touch onto this game, considering we did MTV Skateboarding, and this game's by the same people who made MTV Skateboarding. This is Rocket Power on the PS1, aka Rocket Power, Rocket Team Rescue, I believe it was called. Yeah, Team Rocket Rescue, I got those two words mixed up. That's fine. It's still not a good game. No matter what kind of name they give this, it's still gonna be bad. In fact, the controls are honestly kind of worse than MTV Skateboarding. In fact, when we go into the controls, you will find the controls just make no fucking sense. Like, special is triangle while grind is square. What? So, I fixed it up. There we go. Now it's a bit more manageable. I mean, square shouldn't be fucking grab button, but unfortunately the X button, which is the jump button, is also the flip button. R1, L1 are front flip and back flip, and R2 and L2 are spin. That's how this works. And there's a story mode to this. Well, it's this challenge, what to do next part, which is going to be a two-parter, by the way. It's going to be Otto, Reggie, Sam, or Twister. And the start things off will be Twister as we go into the first episode of the story mode.
Man, Raymundo, that's mega bogus.
And to think I once bought a pair of shoelaces from Snowmart. I feel so guilty.
Don't worry about it, Twist. The way things are going, you guys will be buying all your gear from Snowmart soon.
Isn't there anything we can do to help Rocketboard stay in business, Raymundo?
Things are slow, and Snowmart just had their new line featured in Skate and Shred magazine. I'm afraid they're gonna put us out for good this time.
Guys, we gotta do something to help save Rocketboards.
Save Rocketboards? What are you kids talking about now?
Snowmart's putting some major heat on Dad's shop.
And with no money to advertise, Rocketboards is as good as gone.
Sound like Rocketboards need some publicity. Hey, now if you enter Ocean Shore's tri-event competition and ride for Rocketboards, Raymundo will get more publicity than you could shake a snake at.
Good idea.
Yeah!
Sweet.
But you're gonna have to win every event. And you can practice here at Mountown. And I may even be able to teach you the Super McVarial 900.
You guys ready to save Rocketboards and bust Snowmart out of the water?
Yeah!
All right.
Let's do it!
Cool!
And that's the story. So, this is kind of like an episode of Rocket Power in a way, but not really. I used to watch Rocket Power a lot, but yeah, we're going to Mount Baldy, which I do remember the name, Mount Baldy. And yeah, make it through the gates in the time allowed to win this event. So this is like a going through the gate sort of thing. The snowboarding ones are like that. In fact, you cannot move up. You're only going to go downhill. So, there's not much to go with score. And this game, for the most part, is very score-based. Just not in this one. In this one, it's all about time and going through gates. Each time you go through a gate, you will get more time. And you will see on the gates, Nickelodeon Gas is on there. Gas used to be this, like, show where basically it was like a live-action show involving sports and being active and such. Supposed to get kids active and such in sports and all to, you know, basically be a very fit-like show. And I guess Rocket Power is very much going to have that, considering it's all about sports. You know, snowboarding, skateboarding, BMX, all of that shit. Rollerblading, hockey, all those sort of things. It was very a sports-centric show. Oh, by the way, there's special. The special in this game is interesting, because it doesn't just do, like, a special trick if you do, like, a fucking arrow with the circle button, for us, at least. It's triangle for you if you're doing default. But it also freezes you, and that bar that fills up when we do tricks and such is how long we'll be frozen in there. And that's how we get combos going, because if you use grinds, the combos end of grinds. Yes. So, comboing in this game is fucked. And so are the controls, because, oh, we're doing bumpy now. And what bumpy is a score-based level. First, we have newsflash. Snowmart team hit the parts to your bike. You must find all 6 pieces. Will be disqualified from the competition at Bumpy. Yes, the team we're versing against is sabotaging us and wrecking our fucking shit. So, real bastards, eh? Well, we're gonna find our pieces, and there are at least 6 of them around. So, however, we're going to a new level, so unfortunately we have to go and find these in a level we haven't gone through yet, because we've only done the snowboarding one. We're in our roller skates for it, though. You can see there's an outline of the bike right there, showing us how many parts we need. And we have, like, about 2 minutes in-game to actually find these. Our speed isn't too fast. If you hold down the X button, you'll go faster. But yeah, there's one of the bike parts. Unfortunately, we can't jump off this. If you ride up this, unfortunately, you're stuck on there because there's some walls surrounding this, invisible walls that you can't jump out of. It's dumb, I know. But, yeah, for the most part, this is essentially what the game's gonna be like. Also, my speed is horrendous. I am learning for this game because I never played it before. But there is this toast! So, this will give us a full bar of special. And yeah, you can see I'm now fucking around with the front flips and the spins and shit. So you can control all of that with the trigger buttons. And you can see I can't get out of there, so I have to fucking ride all the way through this before I can actually get off. The lightning bolts here will give us a speed boost, which we'll be needing for some of these things because when it comes to time, oh boy, you need it. You need to really not waste your time. So getting these speed boosts will help you out. They are only going to last about a few seconds, however. If you grind, you will slow to a fucking crawl. The only reason you need to grind is if you need to get somewhere. Otherwise, avoid grinding. There are also ramps here. You can jump on them to get some tricks going on and shit. Or you can ride up the walls to get up to buildings, which, for the most part, there is no point to doing. But in this instance, there is. Because one of the parts is up on a roof. We have to grab it that way. The other ones you can use the ramp to jump up to or just jump for. You also reset level in case you're doing bad, so you don't have to fucking get a fail out of it. I'm going to go ahead and get all the pieces now, because I think we got on the gist of how this controls and such and what we'll be in for. But yeah, I used to watch Rocket Power. I used to be actually kind of a fan of Rocket Power. I used to watch a lot of the episodes and be into it. And it was kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big show in a way, considering it was one of the Nicktoons. And not only that, but it had, you know, some legitimate fucking sports in there a lot of the time and such. Made a big deal out of that. And it even had some guests, like Tony Hawk would appear in there. I mean, he'd be tan, but he would appear in there. And yeah, it was like really cool. It was honestly a really neat show that really had a focus on sports and shit. It also had a neat little story of all the characters and such. The main character being all 4 of them, but the main of the main characters was Otto Rocket, as he was like the star of it all. He was the big shot. Twister here was the loser. He's the idiot. He's also the film guy. He is the guy that does all the filming for all the shots. Reggie is the sister of Otto. She is the one that has the magazine and such. She's the smart one, essentially, in a way, when it comes to, you know, popularity and getting attention and shit. Now, Squid, or actually, his name is just Squid, really, in the show. That's how they call him. His name is Sam, but his nickname is Squid. And Squid is supposed to be an insult for a newbie. Squid is a newbie, by the way. He sucks, except for being a goalie and such for defense. He is fine. He is also the brains. He's the one that's the tech nerd and such, and he kind of gets a lot of shit at points, and it's not necessary either. But yeah. Also, you can go back and redo any of these you want, except for the getting the parts shit. If you want to get score on the parts, you have the one go. If you don't do it, too bad. You have to restart the entire story mode, I guess. Which means just deleting your save, really. Anyway, now it's time for us to do a competition. In this competition, we have to get points. Now, the game is not going to tell you how many points you actually need. It will always give you 50,000 points to high score. There are no set high scores, always 50,000 as default. Every single thing is 50,000 points. You'll easily beat it if you know the trick, which we'll get into. However, that is not what the AI is going to get. In fact, if you're just aiming to beat the high score, you're either going to get third place, or you're going to just not place at all. So you want to get bigger than 50,000. You want to get much bigger than 50,000. And that's where this shit comes in, because oh boy, are you going to need to abuse this stuff. Unfortunately, there's a bit of an issue with some of this. The big issue is that, you know how there was that storing problem that we had before, you know, with the previous game, honestly, where you would basically, you know, do a bunch of tricks and then it would all store into one. I think it was like a long play, actually. Yeah, it was a long play. It was the wrestling long play I did recently, where it would store your inputs. That's happening here when it comes to your spins and shit. It stores your inputs, so if you keep pressing the R1 or L1 button, it's gonna keep flipping when you want it to stop. I think you can stop it somewhat, but yeah, otherwise, that's gonna keep happening. I stopped pressing the button a while ago, because I kept spamming it, he kept spinning. So when you know that, oh boy, it's gonna have to be noted how many times you hit the button. Now, that's not the trick. Even though spinning and doing flips will give you more points, that's not the trick. There are a bunch of tricks, by the way. Also, we have, you know, third place at least. But that's not good enough for this channel now, is it? No. No. We are here to get first. So back to Bumpy we go to get ourselves first place. Now, when it comes to tricks, there are no diagonal tricks in this game. It is left, right, up, down, and then our X or square. That's it. Not a joke. Not an exaggeration. That's fucking it. So, because of that, you have to just be basic. However, there is something I want to bring up, and that is, if you hold the square button ones, they are grabs, so obviously you get more points because you're grabbing them. The thing is, it doesn't care that you're holding the arrow button. It cares you're holding the face button. So, if you just hold a direction and then just keep pressing the square or X button, it will keep doing the tricks. The face buttons matter. The D-pad is just there for what kind of trick you're going to be pulling from the face buttons. So, now it's time for me to bring this up. If you just press and hold right, and then keep pressing square, you will start getting 5,000 points in your combo. And the thing is, that is the quickest trick in the game for every event, for every kind of ride you're in. A bike, rollerblades, snowboarding, there's even a skateboard. No matter which you have, because you will be given that for any kind of event it wants to give you for it. For this one, it is bike. But if you just do that one trick over and over again, there's no penalization for repeat tricks. But if you keep doing it, you will end up just getting shit tons of points out of it. And if it's the only trick you use, and you keep doing it over and over again on your combos and all, you will end up getting and beating every single score here. You will end up being able to even reach 500,000 points in this game. That is how fucking abusable this shit is. Something I want to note, by the way, from that last level is that I was getting a bit of time increase at times. Also, Madtown is next. This is the skateboard one. But yeah, there was a bit of time I was getting from just picking up something. That was a clock. The clock will give you about 3 seconds extra. That's it. It is useless otherwise, but it gives you extra time in case you need it, even though the time here really does go by fast. So more item to work on, and that is character faces. In fact, Madtown here has our first one, which I'm jump cutting to because it's me a while to actually get to this. You have to grind up to this bridge here, and then once you're up here, you need to go over to the right side. There's a star, which is the toast thing, and there is a face. You pick this face up, and you will unlock a new character, a secret character. This character is Lars, and Lars is Twister's brother, which is appropriate to why I'm playing as Twister, because we just unlocked his brother. We're not going to play as the Rocket characters outside of the main 4, but I just thought I'd let you know that at least. Now here comes the one where I actually beat the score here. Because, by the way, if you pick up the face again, it doesn't give you anything. It goes away, but it doesn't give you anything. And that face will always be there every time you restart or go back to the level. It never goes away. It's just always there. So, yeah, if you get it the first time, congratulations, you got it. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Now then, the fucking ramps. If you're using the ramps, there is one little issue of using them. If you're doing a trick, like for instance, you know, you're going around on them, the game will automatically be spinning you around to a 180 spin to then direct you to go back facewards instead of backwards. See? If you do a fucking front flip or back flip during this, and you think you're gonna land, you're not. You are going to end up bailing, because you need to use your fucking R2 and L2 buttons to direct yourself manually to land, or else you will bail sideways. By the way, I set myself a grind there. If you're doing the jumps normally from ramps, you can't grind, so you can't save yourself that way. And by the way, if you do grind, unfucking fortunately, the grinds will end your combo. They will not add to it. So yeah, the fucking grinds suck in this game. The only reason you will ever use grinds is to either get the face icons, because that will happen sometimes, to get somewhere, or to basically get somewhere, to traverse somewhere. There'll still be points where we have to. But yeah, otherwise, this is basically it. And by the way, that's special. If you run out of time, the special ends immediately, you can't do any more tricks. It does interrupt your special. So, make sure you get your fucking score before time runs out, because otherwise the game will forcefully end it for you. And by the way, I have now done all of the episode 1 thing now, which means it's now time for us to move on to the next one with a cutscene.
Team Rocket, riding for rocket boards, was the closest thing to fire on snow you'll ever see. They burned the competition and came in first place in the snowboarding event.
Oh, man. It was awesome, Raimundo. Simply superb.
And Skate and Shred Mag was there, and they looked pretty interested in us.
You kids are doing great.
We better head to Bear Mountain. We gotta bust out hard on this next event.
All right! Yeah!
Let's go!
Yeah, it's not good enough. There's still a lot more to this game than just that to, you know, save rocket boards. Got stage 2 of Bear Mountain, but I'm not doing it with Twister. We are now done with Twister. Instead, we're now going from the original loser to the new loser, the Squid Man himself, Sam Dullard. His name literally has dull at the end. I mean, come the fuck on. Also, if you go back and, you know, select a character and then go to the thing, it replays the cutscene. So, that's kind of annoying. But yeah, Bear Mountain. The Snowmart team challenges you to a race. Once it's all, if you do not come in first, you'll have to drop out of the next competition. That is going to be fucking easy, because the AI sucks at racing, and you have a lot of fucking lightning bolts to use, so you'll be fine. However, this does have another character face in it. How you get this one is awkward. I'll mention that at least. But yeah, here's Sam. He's also the short guy in the group. But yeah, like, I believe the first episode of the show, like the pilot episode, I believe, started with Sam basically visiting this place. You know, visiting this, you know, very interesting location with his family and such, and living there, and meeting the Rockets and such, and becoming friends with them, and essentially becoming Squid. There's the face, by the way. How do you get that face? If you go for it from the front, you'll not get it because it's too far away. If you instead go backwards, then you'll get it. Be careful with the wrong way thing, because that will just restart you or fail you or whatever. But yeah, just get it that way, then go back to it. Of course, the AI will start getting in front of me from doing that, but again, they're very slow. As long as I'm using the bolts, I'll catch up and beat them. So, yeah, this is super easy. Also, it's a bail animation if you fuck up and, you know, you can bail that way. But if you're going straight and your bail is only a trick, all that will happen is you just lose your points with the trick. You can still go forward. So, yeah, the penalty as long as you just go straight is nothing, really, for this one at least. But you are starting to notice I'm doing double seat grabs only. That is the fucking trick for bikes. You just keep doing double seat grabs, and it will go from 1,000 to 5,000 every time. In fact, if I use the special here, you're gonna see that happen. See? You just keep doing this, and you will get so many points. It's dumb. It's fucking dumb. In fact, if you just do this a lot, that special bar is gonna grow very fast. See, this is the cheap trick of taking care of this. And I'm gonna take it, because this game sucks, and I'm not dealing with it. Also, there was the Team Rocket logo and the Snowmart logo. The Team Rocket logo, you know, it's kind of crappy, but hey, it's the Team Rocket logo. The Snowmart logo, though, is also shit, and their logo is much more everywhere than Team Rocket. There's also gas and such, but, you know, that's Nickelodeon just putting their own branding in. And there you go. I believe I outlapped the AI in a way, so, yeah, they sucked. There you go. We got another character, and we now have another event done. I forgot who that character I just unlocked is, by the way. I think his name was Bear. But, yeah. Next up, we have school. We're going to school, guys. Except we're not, because guess what? They took our parts again. Newsflash, no, my team hit the parts to your skateboard. You must find all 8 pieces. We disqualified from the competition at the school. So yeah, they took our fucking skateboard and they pulled it apart piece by piece and left it all across this town. Fuck them. We gotta get our shit back. This area, by the way, is pointless. You just run around the road and you'll find everything. Oh, there is a rooftop area you can go for. There's also like a skate park area in the middle. I'll show that right now to get it out of the way so you can see what the map looks like that way. But, there's no point going to the roofs, nor is there any point going to the skate park. That's non-exaggeration. I mean, they lined up a fucking 3 of these parts right here in the left, right at the start. But, yeah, there's no point to going up this rooftop here. There's no point going to any rooftop, nor is there any point going to the skate park that's in the middle of this map, which I will go to soon. Sure, there's some grinds here and some electricity and such. You know, there's the fucking speed boost and all. And yeah, there's the skate park here, which has a little grind spot here and some more ramps for you to use. as well as like a roll-in for you to jump off of Knoll. But no point to it. You don't use this shit for any kind of scoring, and everything you need to find is pretty much going to be outside of that skate park and also not on the roofs. These rooftops have nothing. So, yeah. Waste of time. I'm gonna restart, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get the parts now. 4 of the parts are on this side of the area, the rest of them on the other side. It's kind of a joke. It's kind of a fucking joke. Look, there's the deck right there. There's also like, oh, by the way, these trees are like fucking squares, really. Yeah, there's like 3 like electricities right there, and there's like 2 wires that have electricity as well. It's amazing. Not really. Not really, Squid. Not really, Sam. Come on. But yeah. This is literally it. So, go around here, and you'll be on the other side. And you will find the rest of these on this side, which is essentially just a truck and the other 3 wheels. So, yeah, as you can tell, this game is kind of shit. It's just not very good. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get my high score, because when am I ever gonna get that otherwise? I might as well take the time to do so, right? There's no point in me getting the high score. Like, literally no fucking point at all. But I mean, it's here, so I might as well. Yep. And there you go. Now let's get our wheel and end it. And as I get that wheel, I also get a shot of Sam's ass. Thanks for the camera, game. Thanks for the fucking camera. This camera sucks, by the way. When you complete this shit, you're gonna see some really dumb fucking, like, camera shots when we complete missions and all. It's gonna be stupid. But there you go, all the parts now we can actually do the school level, which is a very small little contest area. It sucks. There is also a face here. I'm not gonna get the face in this run, because I kinda fucked it a little bit. But, yeah, get 3rd place or higher. I'm getting 1st. Because that's what this channel deserves. Not what this game deserves. Nah, this game deserves last place. But what this channel needs is 1st place wins all the way. So, this is, I believe, the bike? No, it's the skate park. It's a skateboard. Whatever parts you get is what you'll be riding on. So yeah, here's your skateboard. And here's like a ramp here. And here's me doing the frigid air from it. Just keep doing the frigid air, and you will win. Seriously, that's it. Just keep doing this. And let's do a rocket launch. This is a joke. It's a massive fucking joke. Super Squid. Fucking Super Squid, guys. Fucking Super Squid. Alright, guys! Fucking Super Squid! He's unstoppable, everybody, because he's Super Squid. Anyway, I do want to mention that I used to be a fan of Rocket Power. Not anymore. I love the theme song. It's by Devo. They basically named themselves the Wipeouters, and they made an exclusive album as the Wipeouters, but they were just Devo under a different name, and they made the Rocket Power theme song, and I fucking love it, because it's just very Devo. And this was back then when actual bands used to make the theme song. And it was, you know, really cool and really epic. And it just made the shows a lot more enjoyable and all. You don't get that too much anymore now. You instead usually either get like a basic tune or maybe like a sound and then like 5 seconds of an intro before it goes right to the show. It's just like not much. The intros have gone down to like 5 seconds usually of shows nowadays. Also, competition. Fucking a banner saying competition. Wow. We got the fucking high score. And we beat the boys. I also got me some food. Sorry for the interruption right there. I'm not starting to record. I'm going to keep fucking going with this. Anyway. It's now time for us to take care of the next bit. Which, half a mil. Nice. But I need to go back to school because I need to get a fucking face. We missed a character. And I could have gotten it before the thing ended. Unfortunately, when you go out to that rooftop, you are going so fast, it's hard to stop. There is not a way to get up there, though. And I'm going to use that way. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and wait for it to load. There you go. And now I get to look around, because I don't know where this face is, and I am essentially going in blind. So, just know that. Hey look, toast! If I run up this building, however, right up the wall, I will find it right there. There's the next face. Now, Bear, I think his name was, and this guy, which I believe is Pie Piston, we saw his name a few times already from the competition endings. But yeah, these are all, the friends of Lars. They're all his team, essentially. Also, if you do that, you can keep going. Unfortunately, I kept spamming the fucking spin button, so... oh well. He's dead. Well, not really, because he still has a fucking snowboarding thing to go through. If you quit, by the way, it doesn't take you back to the full level such thing. It takes you right back to the main menu. So... nice. Anyway, back to being Sam. Back to going for the thing. Back to skipping the cutscene, because it's going to play again. I'm not going to watch that shit. We're not going to watch the shit we already fucking did. But yeah, time to end stage 2 with a snowboarding thing. And it's a snowboarding thing where you have to get a certain amount of points. It's free ride. Get third place and you're done. I'm going to show you me getting first place, but I'm also going to show you me getting a character in this one as well. This one's weird, and it's awkward. You can also go pretty fast in this one too. When you know the trick here, you can basically own this one easy. But I'm going to mention this right now. Getting this character is not fun. It took me a few attempts to actually do this. That time there, by the way, don't worry about it, because once you go all the way down, because you can't control yourself back up, unfortunately, it's going to end that way. So, your timer here, you have more than enough time to fucking, you know, get shit done here. Well enough, honestly. Stay on the left side, up to this hill. Now, you need to grind down this log here, but sometimes the grind doesn't want to fucking work, so unfortunately I couldn't grind down there. However, I was lucky enough to go backwards somewhat. I got lucky on it, and I got him. That, I forgot his name, but that was the guy from the first cutscene. We told us the competitions and all want to help us out. So, yeah, that is the manager of the skate park, by the way. So, he is basically the guy behind all the events and such in a way. He is the main dude behind all the sports shit and all for these guys to participate in. And there you go. He's also Jamaican. I believe he is, at least. He has the very Jamaican look on him. Even though this is like Hawaii, at least it's supposed to be. It's a beach area. There's a character who's very Hawaiian in this one. He is the best character. Anyway, we're done with this. Now it's time for a cutscene.
I rule! Oh yeah! Did you guys see the mass air I got on that kickflip?
That was fat. Not as fat as this article the Ocean Shores Gazette wrote about Team Rocket.
This is sweet! Rocket Boards is getting major publicity!
Dudes, basically, we rule.
And wait till I bust my newest trick ever. The Super Twisted Twister McTwist. Whoa!
Twist, we're trying to save Rocket Boards, not humiliate them for life.
Come on, you guys. We better head to the stadium.
And that's it, really. So now it's time for us to leave the Squidmaster and move on as we go to Stage 3 Stadium and become one of the Rockets, in this case Reggie. Next time, we're gonna be the Rocket family as we go through the rest of the game and we complete this 100%. 100% is just beating all of this shit, beating Tito's challenge thing, and unlocking all the characters. That's it. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time as we begin Stage 3 of Reggie Rocket with the stadium level, as well as all this other shit. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.